Hello. I think we're starting now. Okay. The viewers have now been notified. Hello, everyone. So, as I go live here on TikTok, it is 3 o'clock here in the Philippines on Wednesday, the 4th of March, 2026. So, I just wanted to go live because, why not? I'm quite free as of now. But, however, there have been a lot has happened just today, to be completely honest. There are two things that I would like to talk about here. One is an international news development, or an international development, and one is a domestic news. The other is domestic news. Okay, so with that out of the way, I think we should begin with the this international news thing, or how am I supposed to say this development internationally here, well, not really here, in the world. This Sabao. Okay, thank you for that. The New York Times just hides their stories behind a paywall. What the hell, man? I want to read the news, but they're not letting me read the news. Top one fab, FAB, top one fan. Yes, I can see that. Well, thanks for the likes. Okay, so I'm reading off of the, of this pila ka likes, 6-7. Thanks for that. So there's this small background about this CNN news article, or online article, where I'm going to read the news that I would like to share to you. So it begins with: the killing of Ayatollah Ali Khamenei by the United States and Israel has created a power vacuum in the core of the Iranian regime and sparked the complex process of finding his successor. Shared that live. What the hell? The Islamic Republic has only replaced its supreme leader once since it swept to power nearly half a century ago. Khamenei, who succeeded Ayatollah Ruhollah Khomeini in 1989, was killed without an officially declared heir. What they mean by the person killed was Ayatollah Khamenei, not Khomeini. Okay, let's proceed. A 3-person count. Maybe let's. CJ Garvita invites you to co-host. No. Let's decline that. Okay, let's continue with. A 3-person council was formed Sunday to hold power until Khamenei's successor is chosen. But with the U.S.-Israeli strikes ongoing, there is no indication of how long that might take. So, this is just a background, and I will tell you. Okay, so there's a lot in this first article, and it's definitely not the one that I wanted, or not really wanted, the one that I wish to read. But let's continue. Under Iran's constitution, a 3-person leadership council holds power until the new supreme leader is named. It includes the moderate president Masoud Pezeshkian. I think that's how you pronounce it. I got you with viewers. There are a lot of viewers here, I'll be honest. There are a lot of people are viewing this and then just go away. Good. Like, if they don't want to, watch me talking here for maybe half an hour. Well, that's their decision. But let's continue. It includes the moderate president Masoud Pezeshkian. I hope I'm reading that correctly. The hardline head of the judiciary Gholam Hossein Mohseni Ejei, and a senior cleric Alireza Arafi. The powerful speaker of Iran's parliament, Mohammad Bagher Ghalibaf, said the regime had, and I quote, prepared ourselves for these moments and planned for all scenarios. He said, with the formation of a leadership council, an unimaginable power and cohesion will take shape. What it may not have planned for, however, is to have lost several of its most senior officials at once. Israel has claimed that a majority of Iran's senior military leaders were killed in Saturday's strikes, including the Armed Forces Chief of Staff, Major General Abdulrahim Musavi, the commander of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, Major General Muhammad Bakpour, and the Secretary of Iran's Defense Council, Ali Shamkhani. When Khomeini died in 1989 after the Iran-Iraq War, which lasted more than a decade, most of that decade, it took less than a day for Khomeini to be named as his successor, meaning there was no need to form a transition council. With U.S.-Israeli strikes ongoing, naming Khomeini's successor will take longer. Until then, the temporary council must decide whether to continue delegating defense decision-making to Ali Larijani, is Iran's top national security officer or official, and Ghalibaf. Both men were tasked with leading Iran's defense during the 12-day war with Israel in June, along with Shamkhani, a former Navy rear admiral who was killed in Saturday's strikes. So that's the background of who will, who will replace. Let's see here. What other news sources are there? Oh boy. Okay, so I think there is one here from Iran International. I think this is a reliable news source because it's in English. Let's see here. Listen to. Oh boy. Yapper. Yeah, I am a yapper indeed. Okay, so this comes from the Daily Mail. I don't think they're a very reliable news source, but let's go with that. I'm going with this disclaimer right off the bat because I definitely do not trust most, if not the vast majority. I think it's just the same. I don't trust most of their reporting. But since this is the only one that I think has a complete picture of what has happened, you know what? Let's find a different, let's find a different news article because somehow difficult to find one. No. NDTV. Ooh, let's go with ang hirap sa mga tao ngayon, hindi na dapat kahit kailan, kahit saan naman, heis. What? Mr. Sir 89. What the hell are you talking about? Let's go with this article from First Post. It's an Indian news organization. I think it's It's based in India. Let's go. Let's now proceed. Ali Khamenei's son, Mojtaba, named Iran's new supreme leader, Iran International reports. It then continues with, Iran's clerical assembly of experts has reportedly elected Ali Khamenei's son, Mojtaba Khamenei, as the country's next supreme leader following the death of his father, according to sources cited by Iran International. That was the article that I was looking at just minutes ago. But I don't know why it doesn't pop up the entire text. Yeah. It's 20. Yeah, there's not much in the Iran International article, but let's proceed anyways. The selection is said to have been made amid intense pressure from the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, or the IRGC, marking an extraordinary turn in Iran's leadership succession that could signal deeper influence by the Guards in the Islamic Republic's power structures. State media has not yet confirmed the appointment. The Assembly of Experts elected Ali Khamenei's son Mojtaba as the next supreme leader, Iran International reported, citing informed sources. According to the outlet, Mojtaba, 56, was chosen to assume control of the country. He is the second eldest son of the late leader and has long been regarded by observers as a potential successor. So, I don't think no one else is watching at this point in time. The top one fan that I apparently have, which is just one of my former classmates, is just gone. Let me just read some things from is complete. What? I think that was John Dave and someone else. I think that's a collaboration of some sort. But there's also this new revelation here in the Philippines. Hold on. Okay, let's pull this up. Ooh, because this one is spicy. Okay, now let's begin. The impeachment complaints against Vice President Sara Duterte passed a crucial second preliminary test at the House of Representatives on Wednesday, March 4th, extending the life of the proceedings. The House Justice Committee voted to declare the two active complaints sufficient in substance, just 2 days after deeming them sufficient in form. The development contrasts with the impeachment proceedings against President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. last month, when neither of the two petitions filed against him survived the substance test. The failure of both complaints to clear that stage in the proceedings earned the chief executive a constitutional 1-year immunity from impeachment. Okay, let's proceed with. Filipinos are now a step closer to seeing a public hearing that will examine witnesses and evidence in the impeachment proceedings against Duterte. Nabinta kayo dildo na pink yung tawa ka na. What the hell? What the hell is bro talking about? Maestro Theo 2. I think he's on the wrong live stream. But anyways, for now, the Justice Committee will send... Nope. Okay, what the hell? Hold on. Why the hell did I just invite someone? I hope they decline. I hope they decline that. It's, block. Can I block? I don't like... Yeah, okay. Sure. That was by accident. I apologize. That was by accident. So, don't worry. For now, the Justice Committee will send Duterte a copy of the complaints and give her 10 session days. Okay, he's just spamming at this point. Give her 10 session days to file an answer. If she chooses not to respond, it will be assumed that she is denying the accusations. There will be a series of back and forth exchanges between Duterte's camp and the complainants before the Justice Committee. Don't decline me. Hell no. Hell no. I will decline the utter living hell out of you. What the hell is wrong with you? It's like, no. You can comment all you like. You can spam as much as you want, but no. Okay? I will not let you join my live stream. You know, I think I do. I think I know what DILDU dildo means, but let's move on. For now, the Justice Committee will send Duterte a copy of the complaints and give her 10 session days to file an answer. If she chooses not to respond, it will be assumed that she is denying the accusations. Okay then. There will be a series of back and forth exchanges between Duterte's camp and the complainants before the Justice Committee determines whether a public hearing will be necessary. Overall, the panel has 60 session days from the initiation of the proceedings on February 23rd to issue a decision on the impeachment bid. In declaring both complaints in substance, the committee determined that the documents cited constitutional grounds for impeachment that are supported by factual allegations. The first complaint was endorsed by Mamamayang Liberal, Representative Laila de Lima, while the second was endorsed by Deputy Speaker Paulo Ortega and Manila 6th District Representative Benvenido Abante. Mas matalino ako sa'yo. Alright. Okay. Both complaints obtained 54 affirmative votes and 1 negative vote. Quezon City 4th District Representative Bong Suntay was the only one who voted no. Both petitions seek Vice President's removal from office for alleged misuse of confidential funds, bribery of government officials, apparent threats to the life of President Marcos Jr., and unexplained wealth, among others. What? There were originally 4 complaints referred to the Justice Committee, but 2 did not make it past the first day of the impeachment proceedings. The panel set aside the complaint endorsed by Makabayan for having been filed days before the expiration of the 1-year bar. The other one was withdrawn by petitioners from Tindig Pilipinas, supposedly to avoid prolonging the proceedings. Galit na yan, galit na yan. Maybe. This is the second time that the House is seeking the impeachment of the Vice President after doing so in February 2025. At the time, the chamber availed itself of a constitutionally valid shortcut when a single petition garnered the support of more than 1/3 of the House. You're angry. That's... well, no. That's a wrong "your," by the way. It's Y-O-U''re, not Y or U. Y-O-U-R. Like, what are you doing here? Like, what? Are you bored? Do you have nothing else to do? Like, you're on TikTok. You want Play Dildo? Hell no. I don't want dildo. I don't want anything to do with you. You should probably leave this live stream. But anyways, because none of the petitioners had that level of support this year, impeachment advocates were compelled to take the longer route via the Justice Committee. The increasingly volatile political landscape complicates the numbers game to impeach the vice president this time and send the potential articles of impeachment to the Senate, where impeachable officials are held on trial. I don't like you understand. I do not understand you, okay? You can speak in Filipino. I'm only using English for the sake of, live streaming. Marunong ako Tagalog, marunong ako mag-Filipino. I'm only using English for the purposes of, being on camera and the fact that this will be seen internationally. So, suntukan. No. The National Unity Party, the House's second largest voting bloc, previously said that it is unlikely to support a new impeachment effort against the vice president unless compelling new evidence emerges. It issued the statement days after Duterte declared her candidacy for president in 2028. Yeah, those are the two things. Those are the two news segments. Espadahan dildo sayo sakin titi. No, hell no. You are one outrageous individual. Hold on, maybe I should just... Yeah, let's do that. Let's see. Hate speech? Maybe. There. Bro, sorry. It's alright. Just don't do that here, okay? We are not doing any of that gay stuff. No. There are better platforms out there. You're on a TikTok live stream. You should go somewhere else. Thumbs up emoji. Alright? Okay. So there are two news segments in here that are under the fact check. Okay, it's actually just one. But both of them are about Sara Duterte. There's one that I will listen to. Very good. There's one here that says House to vote on sufficiency in substance of VP Sara impeachment complaints. That we now know that has been passed. But there's this one other YouTube. There's this one other segment. By the way, this is from Rappler. There's this one other news segment where it says fact check, all caps, Nadine Lustre did not file an impeachment complaint versus Sara Duterte. Right off the bat, what the hell? Just right off the bat. What? Do we not understand who gets to file impeachment complaints? What the hell? I want to read more into this, and I will post it out loud. Okay, so let's start with, can you hurry up when reading? Well, are you in a hurry? You can just leave. But anyways, the post used a photo of the actress supporting the filing of bills on animal rights and environmental issues. She's not among the complainants in any of the petitions against Duterte. There's a claim that actress Nadine Lustre filed an impeachment complaint against Vice President Sara Duterte alongside her partner Christoph Barriu and mamamayang Liberal Representative Laila De Lima. The slow one? I don't know. Rating is false. Okay, there is a reason why they have fact-checked this. The February 16th post by TikTok user trend_Pinas SS has already reached around 59,000 views, 426 likes, and 193 comments as of writing. Hurry up? Hell no, I'm not hurrying up. Why should I hurry up? Like, nah, man. Nah. There's just so many people passing by now. Okay, let's continue. The account has also reportedly posted false or misleading political claims. Bro, nah. The post features a supposed news card showing Lustre, Barriu, and De Lima holding what appear to be official documents. The image is placed over photos of how many your health? I'm guessing one. But the image is placed over photos of a rally, which included placards calling for Duterte's impeachment. Oh, Gymrat 4770. Where were we? The image is placed over photos of a rally which included placards calling for Duterte's impeachment. Bakit ang pusa na inyong buhay? Bakit? Mga yearly punchline. Together, these create the impression that the three formally submitted an impeachment complaint against the vice president. There are screenshots here of the post made by Tren Pinas Tobles. The facts: there is no official record showing Lustre. Ikaw ba si Cliffy? Actually, no, I am not. Whoops. Let's continue up. There is no official record showing Lustre filed kamo. Okay. Salamat. There is no official record showing Lustre filed an impeachment complaint against Duterte. The actress is not among the complainants in any of the 4 complaints filed against the vice president in the latest impeachment drive against her. Altered context: the image used in the TikTok post is a cropped and edited photo that originated from a February 10th post uploaded on De Lima's Facebook page. Marami yan? Oo, marami. The original, have I said it? De Lima's official Facebook page. I've said it. Okay, let's move on. The original photo showed Lustre, Barriu, and other animal welfare and other animal welfare and environmental advocates joining De Lima as the lawmaker filed legislative measures related to their advocacies. These include oh my god, may multo sa likod mo. Whoops. Okay. The original photo... Okay, I've already done that part. These include House Bill number 7696, or the Animal Welfare Enforcement Act, House Bill number 7697, or the Gulay para sa Kalusugan at Kalikasan Act, and House Resolution 748, which calls for a congressional inquiry into the country's current environmental situation and issues. On the day, there is someone in your room. No, there isn't. On the day of filing, members of the media asked Lustre and De Lima about the impeachment complaints. Apologies. About the impeachment complaints against Duterte and President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. Lustre declined to comment on the issue. Meanwhile, De Lima discussed the process and expectations regarding the deliberation of complaints against Duterte. 4 impeachment complaints were filed against Duterte, 2 of which the 3rd complaint, filed by clergy members, and a 4th filed by lawyer Nathaniel Cabrera. I think it's your mother. I mean, maybe? I don't know. But okay, so I think anyone can actually file an impeachment complaint. So I do stand corrected on that part. were filed against. Okay, the third ghost. No, the third complaint filed by clergy members and a fourth filed by lawyer Nathaniel Cabrera were found to be sufficient in form. 2 days later, the House Justice Committee voted on March 4th to declare the two complaints sufficient in substance. March 4th, that's today. Okay, let's proceed. 2 of the complaints did not make it past the preliminary test in the House of Representatives. The first complaint, filed by progressive leaders, filed by progressive leaders and endorsed by the Makabayan Bloc, was set aside as it allegedly fell within the Constitution's 1-year bar on impeachment. The second complaint, filed by Tindig Pilipinas conveners, was later withdrawn in support of the third complaint, filed by the clergy members and endorsed by De Lima. The allegations cited across the complaints include Duterte's alleged misuse of confidential funds, bribery, unexplained wealth, and threats against the president. This is from Samantha Isabel Uy, who is a Rappler volunteer. She's a third-year broadcast media arts and studies student at the University of the Philippines, Diliman. That's very well written, by the way. I cannot write like that. And I do not write like that because ano Tagalog stupid? Bobo, diba? I think it's bobo, if I'm correct. Okay. I'm still alive. Ooh, I think I'm still alive. Right. Pipino. Ooh, Pipino. This is... Who is this? Pipino 362. Apologies. Oh boy. I hope I'm still alive, by the way. Okay, there's Nadine Lustre. Okay, let's just look. Top 5 news today. Marcos changes cabinet composition after midterm polls, and De Lima ML party list back Nadine Lustre's social media attack complaint. Okay, nagmura ka. Thanks very much. Maraming salamat. Maraming salamat dyan, kaibigan. Okay, I think I'm done for this live stream. I think I have streamed for long enough. You know, just be here. So what are you gonna do now? I'm almost done with my stream. Be, kanang activity so ay namo. Ano gawa mo? Bumabasa lamang. Just reading. Oh, hi, Kierford. Okay. Okay. Well. Busog kayong hangin do. Oh. Well. Pasensya. How about that? Okay na. Yeah, clear na. So I think I've been live streaming for a little over half an hour with just the air on the electric fan that I'm using, just something along those lines. Ganiya kay mura may gasakay og tricycle. Mayo. Well, good thing I'm still live. So now, ganan ka may invite Clearford.
do really look quite young without my small beard and mustache. No, like ang audio ba mo may gasa kayo tricycle? Yeah, exactly. Magani. Mayo na mura mo gasa kayo tricycle sa inyong mga kuan. Tuloy mo na magbasa. I'm done. I'm finished reading. Tapos na. What the dames? Di pa. Naa. Kana need pa. Set classification. Mag-add na lang tag twist. They will do squats before doing the actual activity. Punishment set magway ka na. True, pero unta mo sugod si ma'am na naatay freedom. Pwede na kidik na may tagan sila para makadto sa station pwede running na for applications exercise. Bigyan kita dildo na damn, hell no. So go na ta sa kanya. Agree ra mo na maghimo lang kay twist. Bye-bye. I've had a runny nose since this morning. Sorry for that. Agree na mo na maghimo lang tag twist for the activities. Like we will include sorts of exercises that they will have to perform simultaneously with the game na ilagi buhat. Wait, itry na kukan ay. Oh yes. Naging signal ka ng wait lang ugma man ni execute draft lang sa kayo ugma. Pagpangita sa materials presenting ng specified dates. Pero ako concern ani ba ma-pull off ba jud ka nato ni siya. Since daghan kayo siya components plus materials, but nice naman jud ang acts. Nakaya. 36 rami ato daw, pero minus kita 26 ra. So, 3 groups na to. I think here for left. I'll be ending the live stream at 40 minutes. No, at 20 minutes to 4. Nagsisprin mo yung VM sa mechanics. Nara here ang details, pero mag-incorporate sa kung mga twists. Ani na lang guys. Assign sa atin kinsa mga mag-host, kinsa magbantay for stations, kinsa mag-set up. Third station sa ako na lang maghingo sa warm-up. Kinsa magputang apple sa ulo. Volunteers tribute. Tabang ko set up og bantay sa station, yun na lang sana ko isa na list para maka-fill up tong hinay og signal. Maka-fill up. Butang jud sa ulo. No? Basin. Ang ping pong ball ba ang gamiton para matuwa ang apple? Dala lang jud tag extra sa nina. Dili ba tambahan no ana sa safety. Water balloon. Tana lang sa kapay. So what if patos na then water balloons. Ma-apply dito mga exercise na gipang discuss naman. Batos sa lang sa third station sa man jud apple. Mag-twist daw. While manglabay sa balloon kay ilang tiil nakapusto ato exercise nilang na pen na nato. Okay, I think we're ending this live stream at 664 likes. Let's add 2. Yep, there we go. 666. Let's add another one. 606, 7. Okay, we end the live stream at 667 likes. That is all for this live stream. Thank you so much for tuning in. Jerome Kimson, you can leave now. I think you left. Goodbye.